Well, welcome back to FAF Outdoors. This video will be a little different. I'm not sure if we'll make it a series or just one video, but Destiny and I we bought a boat. It's a 1976 Valco V-Hull, so it's old. Bought it from a buddy. Kind of an awesome deal. Came with motor, trolling motor, but it's a little beat up. We'll have some pictures here for you guys. Kind of a little walkthrough of like what it looked like when we got it. But so this is like, I'd say day 3 of me actually working on it, and just kind of wanted to give you guys a rundown. I've taken all the old rotted wood out of it, took all the old styrofoam. We're planning on putting in either some sort of expanding foam or just maybe even just pink foam from Home Depot, because we're trying to keep the budget pretty low. I mean, got this boat relatively cheap, don't want to put too much into it. Yeah, so we got all the old wood stripped out of it, all the old rusted steel hardware ripped out of it. We had to buy some tools along the way. I'll probably create a list of everything that we've used so far. But so day 1 pretty much got the old wood benches out of it and the rusted hardware. Day 2 we kind of put on some citrus strip to see if that would help us get rid of the existing spray paint. It kind of worked, kind of didn't. So this is day 3, and I'm pretty much taking a wire wheel with the drill and just getting as much of that paint off as I can and kind of rinsing it off as I go. But so that's where we're at, and stay tuned. We'll keep you updated.
Running like Usain Bolt, swimming if I can't float. With it, take the paper, rip it clean slate. Here we go, dropping like Geronimo, popping Tropicana flows, boats till we bubble up. Undercover, they don't know, 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 they don't know. Running like Usain Bolt, swimming if I can't float. With it, take the paper, rip it clean slate. Here we go, dropping like Geronimo, popping Tropicana flows, boats till we bubble up. Undercover, they don't know. Running like Usain Bolt, swimming if I can't float. With it, take the paper, rip it clean slate. Here we go, dropping like Geronimo, popping Tropicana flows, boats till we bubble up. Undercover, they don't know. 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 Running like Usain Bolt, swimming if I can't float. With it, take the paper, rip it clean slate. Here we go, dropping like Geronimo, popping Tropicana flows, boats till we bubble up. Undercover, they don't know. Running like Usain Bolt, swimming if I can't float. With it, take the paper, rip it clean slate. Here we go, dropping like Geronimo, popping Tropicana flows, boats till we.
So as you can see up toward the bow, the old wire wheel's working pretty good, getting down to bare aluminum. This is kind of what the citrus strip did, just kind of blotted up, dried, and made a mess, but still kind of using it just to break loose the paint, but then I'm going back over it with the wire wheel. The goal is to get it down to bare aluminum, at least on the inside, get a nice coat of self-etching primer, and then paint it a light color, something that'll go in with the rest of the boat. We don't really want to tell you what colors we're planning on painting it, but that's where we're at, and stay tuned. We'll keep going. So this is like day 4 working on the boat. That citrus strip didn't really work too good, so we took wire wheel. That really wasn't very effective, so we went and got some aircraft remover. That was kind of working, but still gonna have to sand it out. But kind of just took a pause on the boat to kind of work on the trailer. As you can see, I got all the old hardware stripped off of it, and about 1 can's worth of just white primer. We're planning on going over it with a gray metallic color, but I need to get more primer, and so far it's not looking too bad. Need new rollers, bumper stops, whatever you want to call them. I got the new jacks sitting in the shed, but that's where we're at today, and probably be a couple more days before we work on it. Stay tuned. Alright, so this is like kind of a overview of day 4 and 5 of the boat build. Day 4, the trailer was already sanded down. I just needed more primer. Got more primer, sprayed that down. Today, it's day 5, and trailer's looking pretty good. Like, got paint on her. Got wires run for the lights. All set up. Gotta get a wiring harness, cable sleeve for that. Got the new jack with a wheel on it put on there. Makes moving this thing significantly easier. Pretty much all that's left to do with the trailer is actually get the lights wired, which I need some sort of bracket. I'll probably just buy a piece of angled aluminum to actually mount the lights to, because where they were sitting existing, they just kind of sat on the back of these guys right here. But with the new lights, they're flush mount. They don't sit on top, so I need some sort of bracket to put them on. But I already tested them, made sure that my wiring is going to the right side of the trailer, everything works. So getting lights in, getting some 2x4s and wrapping those in carpet for our bunks. Oh yeah, also got new rollers put on everywhere here. Oh, I also got to put the new winch on this trailer. I already have it on the bumpers, the bow bumper assembly, but just need to put the winch on there. So that's kind of it with the trailer. Not much left to do. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Looks great. The boat, on the other hand, that's a completely different story. So we tried the citrus strip. We tried the aircraft remover. Both those are trash. If you're working on a boat trying to strip paint off aluminum, don't buy either of those. However, I just ran back to Home Depot with, great intentions. I just bought, this is a clean strip, premium stripper. Works like a charm. I've only done one little section on the boat, but I mean, it don't look like much, but it's already taken off like most of that paint just in one set. Like, I let it go while I was messing with the wiring harness, came back, scraped it with a plastic scraper, and that's already where we're at. I mean, that's almost ready to be sanded down and primed. But yeah, that's where we're at. The goal for day 6 or whatever it is to get lights wired, get the winch back on there, get the boat mostly stripped. So stay tuned. See you tomorrow. Alright, so today is technically day 7, but I forgot to do an overview of day 6. Day 6, went and bought another bottle of that premium paint stripper by Quick Strip, and we're almost there on most of the boat. Got just the seats to finish up, and I think we'll get her primed entirely today on the inside. Start sanding the outside, because learned my lesson that I'm not going to try to strip the entire outside. The paint's pretty decent. It doesn't need to be all the way stripped. I could have just sanded down and painted over it, which is what we're going to do on the outside. But I do have a little bit of the boat, just kind of a test area up in the front of the bow, paint or primed, just to see how well it would stick. It's holding up great. Probably looks a little weird just because I hosed it out this morning. But yeah, I got a layer of that quickie strip on these two seats. Basically, I'm going bay by bay, so I'm working on this bay right now to get the seats done. Letting that sit for like 15 minutes or so. Really no new updates on the trailer. Still trying to figure out how I'm doing the brackets for the lights to mount, but had another project I was working on this morning. Was trying to surprise my fiance by putting a light bar on her pickup, but she found that out, so it's up to her to put this in the video or not. But I did go get some untreated pine, just 2x4 studs for the boat bunks. Got them measured, got my holes drilled for my bolts to mount them to the trailer, and they are currently sitting right here, coated in Flex Seal, because epoxy was expensive and Flex Seal is also expensive, but the Flex Seal seems to be going a long way, and I kind of wanted to test it on these bunks to see if once I get it painted and I get carpet on it, how well that carpet sticks, and if it does good, I probably will do the entire floor in the boat with Flex Seal instead of epoxy resin, just because that involves mixing things, getting ratios right, and I'm a spray paint kind of guy, and Flex Seal comes in a can. But that's kind of where we're sitting. I'll post an update at the end of the day to see how far we get. Stay tuned. Alright, once again, it is day after the day that I've worked on stuff. So today is day 8 technically, but this is an overview of what happened on day 7 because I stayed out here too long last night. But mostly spent time on the trailer, getting the bunks ready and stuff. Those bunks need to just sit for 24 hours, so might actually be able to put carpet on them today. But as you can see, got primer on most parts. It was a little windy last night. Some crap got on the boat, so I'm gonna have to clean it up again. But we also got the trailer fully wired today, or yesterday. And it is looking good. Got both rears, cables all tucked away neatly. Got our reflectors on either side. And pretty much I had to come up with this little mounting bracket, but it ain't pretty, but it works. So this is the beginning of day 8, and just pretty much hoping to get, if I get the boat primed entirely on the inside and get it flipped over and start sanding, call it a good day. Worked on it a lot yesterday, so might take it a little easy today, but keep you guys posted.
Running like Usain Bolt, swimming if I can't float. With it, take the paper, rip it clean slate. Here we go, dropping like Geronimo, popping Tropicana flows, boast till we bubble up. Undercover, they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. They don't. Running like Usain Bolt, swimming if I can't float. With it, take the paper, rip it clean slate. Here we go, dropping like Geronimo, popping Tropicana flows, boast till we bubble up. Undercover, they don't know. Running like Usain Bolt, swimming if I can't float. With it, take the paper, rip it clean slate. Here we go, dropping like Geronimo, popping Tropicana flows, boast till we bubble up. Undercover, they don't know. 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 Running like Usain Bolt, swimming if I can't float. With it, take the paper, rip it clean slate. Here we go, dropping like Geronimo, popping Tropicana flows, boast till we bubble up. Undercover, they don't know. Running like Usain Bolt. Till we bubble up, undercover, they don't know. Running like Usain Bolt, swimming if I can't float. With it, take the paper, rip it clean slate. Here we go, dropping like Geronimo, popping Tropicana flows, boast till we bubble up. Undercover, they don't know.
Well, as you can probably tell by my staple job, I am not a professional. But, you know, with the carpet glue and those boards being sealed up, why not just put a couple hundred staples in each board and call it good? I mean, so, as you can tell, ran out of staples with the first staple gun. Figured out that the nice stainless steel staples I bought Didn't fit in it, so I was just using the cheap, crappy ones that it came with until they ran out. And I was like, well, so I ran to find staples that would fit that gun. It said 14 millimeter 9/16. Got 9/16 staples. It wouldn't fit in that thing. So I ran back to Home Depot to get a staple gun that would fit the 9/16 stainless steel staples that I spent $20 on. And yeah, so about half of those in there are stainless, half are, just whatever cheap crappos that came with that staple gun. But I think it'll hold up. We're going to go put them on, and I'll show you guys after I get them put on. Well, the trailer's looking pretty good. New lights, new rollers. The bunks went in nicely. All wired up. Got the new jack on, new winch. Got that bow bumper assembly on. Still need safety chains. That's the one thing I forgot, but other than that, and where somebody stepped on it and made her dirty, but it's trailer, so. But trailer is like 99% of the way done. Pretty happy with it. Well, it is day 10, 11, 12. Kind of just all in one video. Done a lot of work. We pretty much have the inside fully painted, and I got her flipped over, sanded down the outside, got it washed off, soaped off, nice, and got that paint nice and scuffed up with the sandpaper. We got our 3 coats primer on, and we're painting. Going with a nice turquoise teal or whatever you want to call it, but painting's going good. Hoping to have a base coat by the end of the day and get another coat on it maybe tomorrow or the next day, so stay tuned, we're getting there. Well, I have no idea what day on the boat build it is, like 12 maybe. Been kind of off and on doing a little bit of stuff, but we got the whole base coat on, and I am taping it up. We're going to do a little bit of a lighter blue on the keel and the gunnel and the midrib, but taping's going slow, but we're getting there. Say like 2 more days before we flip her over, put it back on the trailer to get plywood and carpet on it, but stay tuned, we're getting there. Alright, so it's been a few days, but a little boat update. The boat's no longer in the backyard. It is up front on the trailer. It has been painted. It has been enameled, coated in gloss, whatever you want to call it. The other day, I was working on getting the motor started. Could get it to fire up and run for about 5 seconds, and then it would die. After a little thought and effort, I realized, so all these lines are dark except this one right here, the one coming directly into the carb. Fuel was getting into that line from the fuel pump, and then the motor would use that fuel and then die. So, and I could see that the line was empty, so that made me believe that it had to be the fuel pump, diaphragm, whatever you want to call it. Just got the new one, an aftermarket from Amazon. We're gonna slap her on there and see, give her hell. Be back in 5-10 minutes. Keep posted. Well, little boat update. Motor is running good enough. Slapped her on there. Might still be looking for a better fuel pump, but we got the back bench cut out on there, not quite mounted. That front one though, that's done. And the front floor's in. Ran out of carpet glue. Need to get carpet glue so I can do the middle seat, or middle bench and the back floor there. But it's coming together. Hoping to have her out on the water this weekend. So stay tuned for the Maiden Voyage, hopefully. So a little boat update. The end is in sight. Got all the wood cut, measured. Got our hatches measured, got our little electrical box measured. We got a Flex Seal in lieu of epoxy on the plywood. And right now, Destiny, the very last piece. Say hi, pretty lady.
Hi.
That's just the box that I'm gonna basically mount my fish finder on top of and have a voltmeter USB plug-in kind of thing on, and just the fuse block for the boat, you know, for the trolling motor and the fish finder and everything I put on it. But boat's looking good. I will give you guys a full tour of the finished boat, hopefully day after tomorrow, and that'll also be the same day as her maiden voyage, so stay tuned. Alright, so boat update. Seats are in, motors are on, batteries hooked up. Don't got our little power box fish finder set up yet, but or that hatch, but figured we'd give her a test because in all of this we never made sure it floated. So wish us luck. She is hooked up and ready to go. Heading out. Alrighty, boat update. This is the Maiden Voyage. We are on the water. We are fishing with the lovely Destiny, as always. And Dolly Dog is enjoying her space down here. It's really nice. Haven't really used the big motor at all yet. Small pond, so we're probably just gonna stick to the trolling motor for the most part. But it's comfortable. A little cozy for, I'd say it would get cozy if they had more than 2 people, but with 2 people it's just fine. Are taking on a little bit of water in the back here, but it could just be the loose plug. This slow leak really hasn't risen much since we put the boat in the water, so I'm not too worried about it, but definitely got to get our oar locks on and our rod holders and probably some cleats, so when we actually take it out somewhere we can tap to the dock, we need those. But we haven't caught a thing yet, but we're having a good time. So this might very well be the last boat video. We are on water. She looks good. She's loaded down. Thanks for watching, you guys.
Running like Usain Bolt, swimming if I can't float. With it, take the paper, rip it, clean slate. Here we go, dropping like Geronimo, popping Tropicana flows, boats till we bubble up. Undercover, they don't know. They don't know.